check.
Can say anything you like. Go and give Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away. Blinded by anger, you forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all.
Going to Wiscoville underscore TV, the 410 sprint car action of the NODAK Outlaw Assembly. Here on the Sunday night, late Sunday night too, man. 10 o'clock Eastern. As we get ready to rock and roll, qualifying just got underway. And 6 cars are about to all grid up. A little bit of race info. Limaland Motorsports Park, the .2, a 7-mile racetrack. Temperature 65 degrees. City is Lima. Just a little heads up there, a little FYI. City, Lima. Here we go for the greatest 6 cars. And the guy from the great state of Texas, the Lone Star State. The state that has the Buckies. Mr. Kevin Fry, the number 9 machine. And Sean Bowers to his outside, the 03 car. Second row inside, Eric Johnson. Noel Anderson, number 64 car. He'll be starting in 4th place. Corey 5th, and Chris be rounding out the field. Back there in the 6th place spot. The top 4 cars go straight to the Mac Daddy show. Everybody else, well, they'll have to fight their way into the A main show as these cars start rolling down the dirt track here. Small racetrack with very high horsepower. So these things are going to be an absolute handful all night long. Sorry for the scratchiness. Got to get the volume up just right. Camera angles are all out of whack up there in the sky. It's just a perfect night here on Wiscoville underscore TV. Thank you guys all for tuning in, either here on Facebook or over there on YouTube. YouTube.com, Wiscoville underscore TV. 6 cars, stack them up, pack them up. Top 4 advances. A pace truck is off. And we're getting ready to rock and roll. Heat race number 1. Sean and Kevin front row waiting for the green flag. These guys step on it. And along a 9 of racing. Here we go. Kevin's going to take it, coming off of turn number 4. He's going to lead lap number 1. Sean Bowers trying to hold on to that back bumper. Check this out. Eric Johnson, Noel, and Corey all fighting it out for this top 3. Slide job for Corey. Corey slide job in that MPI paint scheme of his. Almost looks like he almost going to hit the outside wall there. Not quite. The 64 of Anderson going to work hard down underneath him. And that's all she's going to rope. Corey setting sail up there on the high and scary side, trying to extend these backstretch. See if he can run down these leaders. Gap is up there on your race screen. Kevin Fry from the great state of Texas. He's up there on the top of the charts with a 0.6 second lead. And Sean trying to reel him right back in as we jump right inside the cockpit of Mr. Sean Bowers. Sean finished third place last week. Can he try to have another good race 2 laps ago? As the field kind of gets spread away, everyth's very tacky still. Not a lot of racing. You see some guys ripping the lip all the way out to the outside boards, but not much action. As a white flag is going to wave one more time around for Mr. Kevin Fry. And he's going to do it. Sean's going to come home second place. Eric third. Last transfer spot's going to be Corey. And Anderson's going to come home in 5th place. And Chris going to round out the field there in the 6th spot for heat race number 1. NCAA basketball is off to a hot start. The ORU, Oral Roberts University from Tulsa, Oklahoma. 15th seed. They made it into the Sweet 16 just about 35 minutes ago. Some pretty good basketball going on if you're a big basketball guy. Some guys are, some guys aren't. It is what it is. Here we go for heat race number 2. Track extremely tacky. Qualifying going to come into he's going to play a huge role. Phil, the number 14 machine, he's on pole with Josh with the Firm Motorsport driver to his outside. And teammates with Josh is going to be Dakota Hartzell, the number 75 machine. He'll be starting 3rd. And Mike, the number 69 from the Great Plains. He'll be back there in 4th place. Joe 5th, and Josh will be rounding out the field. Josh did tap the wall 2 times there in his qualifying. Did not get a qualifying lap in, so I don't know how fast that number 94 machine is going to be. But Josh rounding out the field. We'll see if he can go all the way from the back to the front. Here we go. Pace truck is off. A little bit more speed than the last heat race. We're going to jump right on board with this number 94 car and see exactly what he has to see. Look at that dust flying out off of these 410 sprint cars. And that is the action right there. Up on the top of the boards is going to be Phil, the number 14 machine, School of Sim Racing, SSR. And check out that battle. That's a gearbox camera off that number 14 car. And man, qualifying is playing a huge role here tonight. Nobody has really made a pass. Mike, the Pink Panther car, he's the only car that has made a pass so far as he clicks off another lap. Check out on front, though, as Phil and Josh, they're about to go to battle. Josh ripping the lip about a half a groove higher than Phil was. 3 and 4, he's there to the back quarter, or back there to the gas tank. Slide jump for the lead. Phil up onto the fence. That's going to be Josh. He did a little bit of wall riding. He was clear. He had the spot. Phil trying to do the crossover. And contact was made to Josh, the number 05 machine. Went from 1st place back to 3rd place. Here comes Pink Panther Mike, though. White flag is out. This is a battle. Throw a blanket over the top 3. The Pink Panther Mike trying to slide it off. He had to check out big time or else he was going to make some big contact. Checkered flag waves for the 14 car, the 69 machine. Finished 2nd, and Josh back there in 3rd place. Good battle up front. Pink Panther Mike, man, he wanted to do that slide job. Then he had to check out of it in the last minute. Heat race number 3.
If only I could go back, only I had known that you would break me down, down, down. If only it were easy to hurt you.
Here we go. Almost went through the whole lineup with my mic muted. Jason Randolph, firm motorsport driver. A lot of those firm motorsport drivers in this Outlaw or NODAK Outlaw Sim League. Anyways, he'll be starting on pole. Patrick Spangler, a wide open motorsport driver. There we go. Two motorsport guys about to go at it. They're on the front row. Brady, RAR Inc. Esports, the 22, the Double Deuce, back there in 3rd place. And Ryan, from the crazy state of California, the number 65 machine back there in 4th place. And rounding out the field, only 5 cars in this heat race. Top 4 does advance. It's going to be Ryan with 9 racing. The number 11 car. Track is getting more and more racier as the night goes on. That's kind of obvious, but man, heat race number 2. That got sketchy there in the very end. The 47, Jason Randolph, going to shoot off like a rocket. He's going to slide that thing to the outside wall, and here we go for heat race number 3. 10 laps to go. Patrick Spangler in the all-yellow car. Trying to make that bottom side work, and not quite, though. He's still holding strong in that 410 sprint. Here comes Brady, though. Jason Randolph won last week. He won last Sunday. Can he recap it off with a heat race win? Lap 3 of 10. Man, I'm kind of curious of the number 10 machine of Patrick Spangler. He is working this bottom side of the racetrack, and I don't know if he's making it work or not, but my goodness, look at the action there behind him. Heat race number 3. Stack him up and back him up. Almost contact with Patrick Spangler. And now Patrick Spangler's going to slam the outside wall. Back up front we go. We are swift swapping for the race lead. Jason Randolph to the lead. Brady's not giving up. Brady is there to the outside. That is Jason Randolph in the all-white car, the all-white and green car. Drag race down the backstretch. Lap 7 of 10 is complete. You have Brady ripping the lip. The 47 machine. Jason's going to take away his line. Giving it everything he has in that number 22 machine. 3 laps to go. Go ahead and make it 2 laps to go now. 1 minute and 36 seconds on this heat race number 3, and Jason Randolph is going to try to recap exactly where he left off of last week. Brady blinks in and out, but he is good right now on the 3rd place. This is a 65 machine of Ryan. He's holding down that 3rd spot. The last transfer spot is with 9 racing of Ryan. As a checker flag is going to wave, Jason Randolph wins this heat race by 0.598 seconds. And that was it. That was it for heat race number 3. There's the results up there on your screen one last time. Why I play my royalty-free music? Probably the worst music I could have picked, but hey, let's go with it. Firm Motorsports driver won that thing. The B main. Pretty sure everybody will make it into the A main show, but man, sometimes the B main is where it's at. If you want to watch the best racing, you just go. You just gotta watch the B main. Patrick Spangler has not gridded up yet. That was a driver that smashed the outside wall in heat race number 3. Had some speed down there on the bottom, and he's not gridding up. Don't know if he's still here or not. Here we go though, with the grid for the B main. Anderson, number 64 car, he's on pole. Joe from the Midwest, he's to his outside. Patrick Spangler, if he does grid up, he does have that 3rd spot. Chris and Josh rounding out that 4th and a 5th, a spot full house here at Limaland, here in the virtual world. Man, what is that movie? Wreck-It Ralph, right? Where they live in they actually live in the video game. I'm just saying, if these people actually lived in the video game, they watch a lot of dirt track racing. It's true. That's all I'm gonna say, it's true. 4 cars, that's all we're gonna get here in the B main show, 10 laps. Spangler, he did not grid up the Bumblebee machine. Check out this camera angle. No, look, it actually somewhat works. Green flag is out. Here we go for the B main. Anderson, he's going to try to put a big statement down here in the B main show. He's going to try to win it by a full lap, maybe a half lap. I don't know, but man, he already has a 1.2, a 1.3. Nah, nope, a 1 second lead for that number 64 car. And man, he's going to see if he can put down a big statement. Josh, the number 94 machine, and back here in the second place. He did not get qualified. Oh, no. Contact back in the back. Joe is upside down. Chris is upside down. Patrick Spangler has made the race. Goodness gracious, what is going on? Here's our race leader. That is our race leader right there. Anderson coming across the line. Josh is right there behind him, slowly closing the gap. Anderson with a 1 second lead, already down to a half a second lead. Chris is third, and then Spangler popped out of nowhere, but he spun out right in front of the race leaders. He had to grab a toe. That may have slowed down Anderson a slight bit as Josh closed right up on him. But before these guys go to battle, here's the crash that I was watching. Boom. Flipped upside down hard into the outside wall. Back to Limo, back to race mode we go. Here's a race lead. Anderson had a 1.1, 1.2 second lead at one point, but here comes Josh. Trying to knock down the outside boards. White flag is going to wave next time by. Coming out of turn 4, one more time around Limaland Motorsport Park. And Anderson trying to hold on to it. Josh ripping the outside cushion, trying to extend these back straightaways. Last time down into turn number 3 and 4. White flag in hand for the flag man, and Anderson is going to see the checkered flag. Josh second. Chris is going to come home in third place. There's a checkered flag for him. And that was it, man. One guy in the wrong spot at the wrong time. He got flipped. Yeah, Patrick Spangler was supposed to start fourth, and he showed up out of absolutely nowhere. You had the race leader with a 1.3 second lead at one point. That closed down to a half a second. Spangler spun out right there in front of the race leaders. They had a check up. And man, now we're here in the A main show. 17 drivers are going to make the call to the start. And we'll see how the dominoes fall. Caution laps will not count. Last week, a recap. Jason Randolph, Phil, and Sean finished 1, 2, 3. Dakota Hartzell, Anna Brady finished there in that 4th, 5th spot. So that rounded out the top 5. Jason, Phil, Sean, top 3. Dakota and Brady, 4th and 5th. Eric Johnson finished 6th place. Chris, 7th. Mike, the Pink Panther car, he finished 8th place. Josh and Richard finished there in the top 10. Kevin Fry finished 12th spot last week. He's trying to bounce back. And man, we was talking about having a Sunday night league race, right? We all know that the league races, they just bring a whole different type of energy, a whole different type of vibe. And man, running a sprint car league at super late or late at Sunday night, getting ready to start your work week Monday morning, man, you better have a good race. You don't want to have a bad race, and then you have to go to work. Then you gotta wake up and go to work the next day. A lot better if he can crack the top 3 and get a podium finish. Makes that work week just a slight bit better. Kevin Fry finished 12th last week, up there on the pole right now. Our green flag's on the way, and here we go, boys. We're on do a little bit of shimmy and shive in down here in turn number 1. As a yellow flag is going to wave. Yellow flag's going to wave. Joe is going to be the guy that is showing red up on the program. I think that was after the caution, too. He just had to slow down. One more time. Caution flag, maybe. Kind of stacked up there to the outside wall. That's what I seen. I don't know exactly what happened, but here we go. We're going to try it once again. Kevin Fry, still our pole sitter. Phil to his outside. Jason Randolph there in 3rd. On board with Eric Johnson. He's back here in 7th place. That's the action. He's 3 wide right now. Everybody trying to keep it off of each other here in these 410 sprints, and contacts being made everywhere. Eric Johnson, hold it straight, kid. He gets spun. You have Mike getting flipped. Now this guy's getting flipped. Everybody's flipping. Man, that was chaos. Hold down the loud pedal and hope for the best. Check this out, man. These guys were already wrecked when they took the green flag. Don't know what that was about, but here we go with Mike, the Pink Panther of Mike. He was running good too, man. Right there in the 3rd spot. Man, right in front of the field. Patrick Spangler cannot catch a break. He had to run straight into that mess once again. Here we go. Green flag on a wave right here. Only lap 5 of 32 cautions already. Going back under green flag. Keep it right here. The outside shot of the entire racetrack. Watch these drivers shimmy and shive coming around this lap. Taking the green flag. Caution laps do not count, so they will have a true 30-lap main event. As these drivers are all going to battle with each other. As a lot of guys working that bottom side of the racetrack, everyone else working that high side. Top 3 and nose to tail there on the outside wall. There's a wheel stand right in front of Patrick Spangler once again. Spangler trying to keep it straight. But here's a top 3. Jason, Phil, and Sean, they finished 1, 2, 3. Last week's slide, jump for the 14. He knew he wasn't clear. Man, that might have hurt him too. He lost a lot of ground to that number 47 car, trying to get his momentum back up. Now Bowers is going to try to put a lot of pressure there on him. Side-by-side battle for 2nd place. Bowers trying to get to the Anna side. Not quite. That high side is extremely strong. 20 laps to go. On back a little bit. Here's a battle for 4th place. You got 3 cars mixing it up right here in the mixing bowl. You got Brady, Josh, and another Josh. These drivers are still all working on each other. That's a number 5 machine of Josh Van Manen. Then the 94 of Josh. I said it a couple times, he did not get a good qualifying run as he tapped the outside wall. But he's found himself there in the top 5. Josh, they're working on that bottom side of the racetrack. Sorry, Brady working that bottom side of the racetrack. Moving on back down the field, though. Dakota Hartzell back here in the 7th spot. Halfway home to Mama. We're lap 15 of 30. Dakota Hartzell kind of has a sweet spot. Got a lot of room to catch up, though. He's right there. Kevin Fry battling out back here in the 8th place position. This was a driver that started on the pole, and he has fell back 8 spots. He's back here in the 9th spot trying to round out the top 10. Pink Panther Mike, a big crash early on. Working lap 17 now, coming off a turn at number 4. Sorry, turn number 2, down into turn number 3, and Kevin Fry gets loose. And the yellow is going to wave with only 12 laps remaining. 12 laps remaining around Limaland Speedway. And Patrick Spangler's machine. Not trying to pick on the guy, but man, he has had the worst racing luck all night long. Man, laps click off very fast here. Very fast. Kevin Fry, check this out. He tried to do the crossover move, the little good old-fashioned up and under. Oh, he just made a little bit of contact. A little bit of contact was made. That front end went sideways. Caution's going to wave right there. So back to Limo, back to race mode. Kevin Fry, the man that started on pole, he's back here in the 13th spot. He's having not the best of nights. The guys that finished top 3, they're in the top 3 right here. Finished top 3 last week. They're in the top 3 here tonight. That's more like it, I guess. Josh, he has moved up 10 spots. He's sitting there in P4. Let's see if he has anything for the leaders. Waiting for the green flag. Flag is out. Here we go. Shimmy Shivin. Man, the 94 has to get around the 05 machine, and he needs to get around him quick. 10 laps ago, coming to the line. 10 laps ago around Limaland Speedway, the hard charger of the 94 machine of Josh. Trying to make it work. He's got around him. Josh Hoffer, the number 94. He is up to that 4th spot, trying to track down the top 3. Jason Randolph is still our race leader. There's a gap up there on the screen. A half a second lead for him. Phil trying to close it in, but he does have a lot of pressure from Bowers there, right there on his back gas tank. That back Nerf bars, both of them ripped the lip. Jason Randolph, a little bit different of a line, and he gave up some speed there. Jason Randolph at like a whole lane lower, 2 lanes lower. From the outside wall, Phil ripping the lip. As contact was possibly made right there. Jason Randolph trying to hold off the hard charger. And that is the view he is seeing there in his mirror. 5 laps ago, though, the 47 machine took away these drivers' lines. Now will they have to adjust? Yellow flag out, 5 to go. 5 laps to go. The caution is going to wave. And that's my camera work right there. That is beautiful. 5 laps to go. Man, Jason Randolph, he was kind of running that middle side of the racetrack. Maybe about half a lane up from the middle side, but man, the 14 and the 03. Trying to knock down the outside wall, but dude, they were gaining. Jason Randolph had to do an adjustment. He had to go all the way to the outside wall. Took their line away. Possibly a little bit of contact was made in one of those corners. Kevin Fry once again is showing red up on the program. That's him on the outside of everybody, trying to make it 3 wide. And there you have it. Man, tough night from the guy from Texas. Single file restart. The first single file restart. Here we go. We'll see what happens. Diamond cut off at turn 4. Leader got a good jump, man. Not the best of jumps, though. And we're 3 wide back here for second place. The 94 machine of Josh. Trying to mix it up. Trying to work the bottom side of the racetrack as everybody does not care about it. Everyone, oh my God, we have a crash. A big crash. The top 2 is in it. Caution's going to wave. And we have a huge mix-up up there on the scoring tower now. A huge mix-up. Unless iRacing scoring loop puts them back, but the 14 car, the guy that was running second. He's in the mix. Everybody's in the mix. Here we go with the replay. A huge pivotal moment here in the race on lap 28 of 30. Caution's going to wave. Bowers. Let's see what happened. Man, tough break. One more time. Possibly slow-mo. We'll try the slow-mo. Check this out. You guys can make the call on it. Man, that's tough, though. Trying to make it 3 wide coming out of that corner, but the top 2 drivers, they were in it. Phil did get his second spot back, though. He's up there at P2. But Josh Hofer, I think I'm saying his name right. I don't know. Probably not. Most likely not. But the 94 machine, he's moved up 11 spots. See if he can get a good restart. Green flag out. Diamond cut. Here we go. Josh goes straight down to the bottom side. Jason Randolph trying to hold off the entire field. Phil trying to follow right in his tracks. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go around. Limaland, both of the leaders up into the outside wall. Phil's still in it. He's barrel rolling. Yellow flag is out. Oh no, and that was Bowers. He got collected and he's rolling all the way down into turn number 3. So a tough break for both drivers. Phil is out of this race. Sean Bowers had absolutely nowhere to go. He got hit, then he barrel rolled, and that caution is going to wave. Man, we have a huge mix-up now. Man, I think the white flag waved. That's the issue, though. Here we go. Really quick, before we go back to green flag. This is Bowers. He just had absolutely nowhere to go. Check this stuff out. Then he gets hit, then he starts barrel rolling. Back to Limo, back to race mode we go so we don't miss nothing. Jason Randolph, he's trying to cap off like last week with a back-to-back win. But the hard charge of Josh, the 94 machine right there on his back bumper. White flag out this time. This is a white flag lap. One more time around the raceway. We're 3 wide coming down the backstretch. The 47 machine, Jason trying to close the nose off. He slides up to the line. Jason Randolph wins it. Once again, and Josh, the 94 machine, what a run. Brady captured a 3rd spot. And what a dramatic finish we had. A drama-filled race all night long. But Jason Randolph, back-to-back race winners for the NODAK Outlaw Sim League. Back-to-back winners, and that's going to make your Monday a little bit easier, man. A little bit easier by winning your league race. That's fun. Wait for Brady to jump right on in here, and then we'll have an interview with the top 3 drivers.
You swear it's a sign, but it's the torture to rise. Uncover your eyes, see what's outside. Eventually we'll find the time. And what if I believe you? Or what if I defy
We'll go ahead and just interview our second place finisher, Josh. And Josh, dude, 12 spots in the Mac Daddy show to finish in that second spot. How was it out there?
I had to knock off the rust here a little bit at Limaland, but it was good. It was fun. The new dust is a little hard to see the corners at sometimes, but I surely enjoyed it.
Man, you had you didn't. I guess you hit the wall back-to-back times there in your qualifying, so you had to start deep in your heat race.
Yeah, and then I had to work up through the. I hit the wall in my heat race as well, and then I had to go through the B main.
Man, you was working that bottom side of the racetrack on these late race cautions. Was there any drive off, or was there any really hope down there?
Actually, coming out of it, I felt like I could get some grip and kind of take off like, I don't want to say a missile, but I was taking off pretty well, and I honestly just drove down to the bottom just to try to avoid the trouble.
Hey man, well, second place finish and moving up. I think officially you moved up 12 spots, man. So hey, congratulations here in the A main show, man. You got any shout outs that you like to give?
Yeah, give a shout out to my team, FSI Motorsports, and I can't thank my race pass enough for getting me into this game. If you guys enjoy fantasy racing, check them out at myracepass.com.
Much appreciate, Josh. We'll try to talk to you next week, man. And that guy that finished there in third place now is going to be Brady. And Brady, man, what a run that you had, dude. The late race cautions, man. Actually, this whole late race kind of got really sketchy.
Yeah, it was definitely just survival of the fittest. I was trying to stay at everybody else's crap.
Man, it looks like he was working this bottom side of the racetrack, but man, we had back-to-back late race cautions. Did you could you learn anything from those restarts?
Just try not to spin my tires and try not let anybody else get around me on them restarts.
Short track racing, 410 sprint cars. Do you like it, or do you like the bigger tracks in these things?
I'm a boring guy myself. I can't keep the car straight enough for a long enough period of time to get down the straightaways at Knoxville and Bristol.
Man, last week you finished in fifth spot, finished third spot this week, man. So hey, back-to-back races, you're doing pretty good, man. So what's your outlook for the rest of the season?
Well, we got a lot of half miles coming up, so I'm not real excited about that. But hopefully, just keep moving forward and keep getting these podiums.
Thanks, brother. Hey, you got any shout outs? Thanks that you like to give?
Just Rare Ink Designs.
Very cool, man. Well, it's up there in the top right corner of the. Nope, it's not. Sorry, man. R&R Inc. I was like, dang, which one is it this week? But hey, man. Well, congratulations on this third place finish.
Thank you.
Thanks, bud. Whoops. That was my fault, but hey, back-to-back finishes. Fifth place last week, second place this week, or third place this week, but the man of the hour, the man of the night, back-to-back victories. 47 machine, Jason Randolph. How's it going, man?
Hey, not too bad.
Dude, you finished first last week. You finished first this week, but man, this race got close, and then just everything just kind of went your way, and there was just mayhem. Late part of this race.
Yeah, Phil was pretty close there most of the night, and I rubbed the wall at one point, and then I don't know if I kind of ruined his race there, and he got into the wall following me or not, but I didn't see him anymore after that, so I'm not sure what happened there, but otherwise, Kevin was up front for a minute too, and then I didn't see him once I went low, so people just kind of disappeared out of the way for me tonight.
Man, it looked like he was working the middle side of this racetrack a lot tonight, and then it looks like Phil was trying to rip down the boards right there, and then he kind of took away his line. But how was the race lines out there?
Yeah, I found that middle line kind of cutting down early, pretty good, and then that kind of wore off, and I think I was getting too slick for me, so I had to move up to the cushion and just rail around the top, and I was able to keep it up front.
Well, very cool, man. Hey, back to back, gonna make your work week a little bit easier going in Monday morning. So, Jason, congratulations, man, once again, and awesome race. You got any shout outs that you like to give?
Yeah, thanks to Whiskey Oval TV for doing the broadcast for us. And I'd like to thank the teammates at the Fern Motorsports, Apex Auto Glass and Tinting, Butt Kicker, Madden's Transport, 21 Designs, Fine Line Designs, Justin Sick Photography, Sievers Race Media, and ABR Setup Shop.
Very cool, man. Hopefully talk to you next Sunday.
All right, thanks. Hope to see you again.
Thanks, brother. There you have it, man. He worked the middle line. He could cut down off of it, and that was it. That's all she wrote after that. Here's a final result in the A-Main show up there on your screen. There it is, Jason, back-to-back race winner for the NODAK Outlaw Sim League. Josh with the hard charger. Moved up 12 spots. Brady, he said the survival of the fittest. R&R Inc. Dakota Hartzell, 4th place. Noel Anderson, 5th. Patrick Spangler, man, hey, his luck turned around a little bit for him. He finished there in the 6th spot, right outside the top 5. Josh, 7th. Ryan, 8th. Chris, 9th. And rounding out the top 10 is that Pink Panther of Mike, the 69 machine. He finished 2 laps down. Phil and Sean Bowers, man. Late in race, and nothing went their way. Absolutely nothing went their way. Both of them finished in the top 3 last week. They're going to finish 11 and 12. Kevin Fry, exact same way, man. Started on the pole, and then, like Jason said, he just kind of vanished off. We'll try to talk to him next week, see exactly what all went down. Corey, 14th. Ryan, Eric, and Joe finishing out the field for the NODAK Outlaw Sim League. They do have a Facebook page. If you guys would like to join this action, go to NODAK Outlaw Sim League. Shoot them a message. Say you want to join. Say Whiskey Oval sent you. If you guys can't find it, you can always shoot me a message. I'll try to get you guys hooked up the best I can. But, hey, the Firma Motorsports guys, back-to-back wins for them. R&R Inc. finished there in 3rd place. Much appreciated for the everyone for tuning in. All the likes and shares is much appreciated. R&R Designs up there in the top right-hand corner for one of the sponsors. Much appreciated. NODAK Outlaw Sim League. We'll be back with them next Sunday night at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central, and I don't know what time Pacific time. You guys can figure that out. Google it. Until next week, everyone, please take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy some iRacing.com as we get ready for a whole new schedule or a whole new week of iRacing. Until then, I'll see you guys back with the NODAK Outlaw Sim League next Sunday. Until then, everyone, please take care.